Ever wondered what goes down behind the scenes in a championship team? We all know the Chicago Bulls were legendary, racking up 6 titles in the 90s thanks to the dynamic duo Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan. But hold up, something's been brewing lately. Remember that Last Dance documentary? Well, Pippen wasn't exactly thrilled with how it portrayed things. Let's dive deeper, explore the complexities, and see what lies beyond the final buzzer of their iconic partnership. Part 1. The Dream Team takes flight. Imagine the early 90s in Chicago. The Bulls were good, but something was missing. Enter Scottie Pippen, a defensive maestro, and Michael Jordan, the undisputed king of scoring. Together they were like missing puzzle pieces, finally clicking into place. Pippen's lockdown defense perfectly complemented Jordan's unstoppable offense, yin and yang, balancing each other out. From 1991 to 1998, the Bulls were unstoppable, grabbing 6 championship trophies. Sure, Jordan was the face of the team, but don't underestimate Pippen. He was a force to be reckoned with in his own right, playing a huge role in their success. He wasn't just Jordan's sidekick. His defensive skills and all-round game were essential to the Bulls' victories. However, things weren't always sunshine and rainbows. Pippen, known for his straightforwardness, sometimes clashed with Jordan's intense competitiveness. Think of it like oil and water. Sometimes they just didn't mix. But despite their occasional bumps in the road, they achieved greatness together, marked in basketball history as one of the most successful duos ever. Part 2, The Last Dance reignites the flame. Fast forward to 2020, remember the hype around The Last Dance documentary, the one everyone was talking about that chronicled Jordan and the Bulls' final championship run. It was a trip down memory lane for sure, and while Pippen expressed reservations about how his role was portrayed, it's important to remember that he also acknowledged the documentary's historical significance and Jordan's greatness in interviews. He wasn't entirely thrilled, but he recognized its value. It's important to note that not all of Pippen's teammates shared his feelings. Some, like Horace Grant, even appreciated how the documentary portrayed their contributions. Another point of contention arose: money. While Jordan's deal with Nike was legendary, Pippen faced different realities, navigating less lucrative contracts. This exposed the harsh realities of the NBA's financial world, where endorsement deals benefit some players more than others. These issues left a sour taste in Pippen's mouth, and it became clear that things weren't quite as rosy as the documentary might have portrayed them. Part 3. Beyond the documentary. A history of nuance. The story of Pippen and Jordan goes deeper than just a documentary. Even during their championship runs, whispers of tension and power dynamics circulated behind the scenes. Now, before we jump to conclusions, it's important to understand that pointing fingers isn't the goal. We're aiming to untie the knots of a complex partnership, not unravel individual blame. Everyone has a different perspective, right? Pippen might see things from one angle, while Jordan might see them from another. That doesn't necessarily mean there's a right or wrong side, just different shades of the truth. This is where things get interesting. We can't paint the situation as black and white. It's more like a spectrum of grays, with each shade revealing a layer of the complicated connection they shared. Some argue that Jordan, known for his fierce, competitive spirit, sometimes overshadowed the collective efforts behind the Bulls' success. Imagine a team reaching the summit of Mount Everest. Sure, the person who climbs the peak first gets the glory, but what about the teammates who helped them climb? Their contributions shouldn't be forgotten. This is just one perspective of the nuanced dynamic between Pippen and Jordan. Remember, our goal is to explore different aspects of their story with an open mind, acknowledging that the truth might lie somewhere between the lines. Part 4. Respect and recognition. Pippen's viewpoint. Hold on, basketball fans, because here's where things get interesting. Don't mistake Pippen's voice for an attempt to dethrone Jordan. He's not looking to steal the spotlight, but rather claim his rightful seat at the table. Think about this. Pippen wasn't just some random teammate warming the bench. Remember his legendary defensive skills? He wasn't just racking up steals for fun, he was leading the Bulls in those steals, locking down opponents, and contributing directly to their victories. He wasn't a mere spectator in the game. He was an active participant, performing a crucial role in the Bulls' success. Pippen's desire for proper recognition isn't a dig at Jordan's accomplishments. He readily acknowledges Jordan's exceptional talent and competitive drive, even calling him the greatest scorer ever. But just like in any successful partnership, there needs to be mutual respect and acknowledgement of individual contributions. Imagine a beautifully choreographed dance. Each partner plays a specific role, adding to the overall performance. Taking away credit from one dancer diminishes the synergy and collective effort that went into creating the masterpiece. This is the essence of Pippen's viewpoint, acknowledging his integral role in the Bulls' success, alongside the recognition of Jordan's individual brilliance. He wants the narrative to reflect the collaborative nature of their achievements, ensuring that their legacy is portrayed with accuracy and respect. Part 5. Drama, disses, and dating beyond basketball. Beyond hanging up their jerseys and celebrating championship glory, the Pippen-Jordan story continues to unfold, revealing a story intertwined with both public disagreements and personal choices. While everyone remembers Pippen's initial public critiques of The Last Dance, where he felt his contributions were downplayed, this wasn't a one-off incident. Over the years, there have been subtle jabs and veiled criticisms exchanged between them, adding another layer of complexity to their already intricate relationship. Think back to Pippen's book, Unguarded, where he elaborated on his frustrations, calling himself a prop, and highlighting the disparity between his financial situation and Jordan's lucrative Nike deal. These comments sparked a public back and forth that resonated beyond the pages of the book. Adding another twist to the story, Jordan himself hasn't shied away from commenting on their dynamic. During an interview, he claimed he never had a problem with Pippen, leaving many to interpret the statement as a subtle jab at Pippen's public critiques. It's no secret that the media often plays a role in amplifying tension, often focusing on perceived slights and disagreements rather than celebrating their on-court achievements. But hey, let's not get swept up in these public squabbles. There's just a tiny window into a much bigger picture of their relationship. Their bond goes way deeper than basketball, built on years of playing together, winning together, and facing challenges together, just like any teammates would. Even though they might see things differently and have different priorities, understanding the whole story, warts and all, is key to forming a fair opinion of their journey. While public disagreements and personal choices fueled speculation about the Pippen-Jordan dynamic, another event further muddied the waters. In 2016, during a period of personal change for both, Scottie Pippen began dating Larsa Yunnan, who later became Larsa Pippen. This high-profile relationship occurring amidst his public divorce from Larsa Pippen captivated the public and sent shockwaves through the basketball world, sparking intense speculation and media frenzy. Some saw it as a potential power struggle, a way for Pippen to subtly challenge Jordan's dominance both on and off the court. Others believed it fueled underlying tensions, suggesting a deeper rift between the two legends. The media, of course, fanned the flames, dissecting every interaction and searching for hints of animosity. However, the full impact of this relationship on Pippen and Jordan's relationship remained shrouded in mystery. While the timing and circumstances undoubtedly added a layer of complexity, it's crucial to avoid making definitive pronouncements based on limited information. It's important to remember that their relationship is multifaceted and built on years of shared experiences, both positive and negative. Judging their entire dynamic based on a single event would be an oversimplification, and neither Pippen nor Jordan has publicly commented on the situation in detail, leaving the true impact open to interpretation. Perhaps the most valuable takeaway is that the Pippen-Jordan story, like any complex human relationship, is not easily defined by a single moment. It's a tapestry woven with countless threads, and this particular event is just one of them. Part 6. The Worms wish for reconciliation. Remember Dennis Rodman, the Bulls' rebounding king known for his colorful personality? Well, he throws his hat into the ring regarding the Pippen-Jordan saga. Unlike the tension between the two, Rodman believes in the possibility of reconciliation. He thinks they can overcome their differences and work things out, offering a glimmer of hope amidst the ongoing drama. Think about it. Who better to understand the uniqueness and challenges of a championship team than the one and only Worm himself? He experienced the team dynamic firsthand with all its quirks and personalities. His belief in reconciliation suggests that even amid strong personalities and contrasting styles, there's always the possibility of finding common ground and building lasting connections. After all, championship teams are built on collaboration and teamwork, even if the journey isn't always smooth sailing. Part 7. Beyond the Court. Life after the Bulls. Let's take a time out from the court and see what unfolded from Pippen and Jordan once the curtain closed on the Bulls dynasty. Michael Jordan's retirement from basketball wasn't a curtain call. It was merely an act break. His competitive spirit and relentless drive found new expression in the business world. He didn't just dabble, he dove headfirst, becoming a successful entrepreneur with a diverse portfolio. The most visible aspect of his post-playing career is his ownership of the Charlotte Hornets, formerly known as the Bobcats. In 2010, he became the first former player to hold a majority stake in an NBA team, injecting his basketball expertise and business acumen into the franchise. While the early years were rough, with the team struggling to consistently compete, Jordan's patience and strategic vision have slowly turned things around. The Hornets have become a more competitive team, building a loyal fan base and showcasing Jordan's ability to navigate the complexities of professional sports ownership. However, the Charlotte Hornets are just one piece of Jordan's business empire. He's also leveraged his brand power and image to build successful partnerships with various companies. His collaboration with Nike, which began back in his playing days with the iconic Air Jordan sneakers, remains a cornerstone of his success. But Jordan's reach extends beyond sportswear. He's partnered with major brands like Coca-Cola, Gatorade, and Hanes, demonstrating his diverse appeal and business savvy. Beyond brand endorsements and team ownership, Jordan has also dabbled in other ventures. He launched his own restaurant chain, Michael Jordan Steakhouse, and partnered with a tequila brand, Cincoro. While not every venture has been a slam dunk, Jordan's willingness to explore different business opportunities and his commitment to excellence have positioned him as a successful and respected figure in the business world. So while the roar of the crowd might have faded, Michael Jordan's legacy continues to grow. He has successfully transitioned from an iconic athlete to a shrewd businessman, proving his ability to thrive beyond the basketball court. His accomplishments in the business world solidify his image as a global icon and a true legend, both on and off the court. Unlike Jordan's sharp pivot into the business world, Scottie Pippen's journey after the Bulls dynasty took a different route. He kept his basketball flame burning bright, continuing to dribble his way through the league for several years. He even managed to snag another championship ring in 1994 alongside Hakeem Olajuwon in Houston, proving his talent and ability to adapt alongside a different star player. While Pippen eventually hung up his sneakers in 2004, basketball remained deeply ingrained in his life. He transitioned into the world of coaching, sharing his vast knowledge and experience with younger generations. He even took a shot at head coaching roles, leading the Tacoma Rainiers in the International Basketball League and serving as an assistant coach for the Chicago Sky in the WNBA. Beyond coaching, Pippen remained involved in the basketball world through various ventures. He participated in exhibition games, leveraging his star power to promote the sport globally. He also invested in the Rockford Fury, a professional basketball team in the National Basketball Association Development League, demonstrating his continued interest in the business side of the game. Pippen's post-playing career wasn't defined by a sharp pivot away from basketball, but rather by an enduring connection to the sport that shaped him. He continued to explore different avenues within the basketball universe, leaving his mark as a player, coach, and entrepreneur, further solidifying his legacy as a basketball icon in his own right. Part 8. The Future. Reconciliation or Lasting Tension. Alright, buckle up because here's the cliffhanger. What's the future hold for Pippen and Jordan? There have been some glimmers of hope lately, but Jordan and Paxson, another former teammate, reached out to Pippen after his criticisms, showing a willingness to talk things out. Remember that iconic handshake between them after their final game in 1998? Maybe it wasn't just a farewell. Maybe it was a seed of respect planted amidst their competitiveness. However, whether they can truly patch things up and move on from their recent disagreements remains uncertain. It's like a detective story. We have some clues, but the full picture is still being pieced together. We dug deep into the Pippen-Jordan story, and here's the big takeaway. Their lives are way more than just basketball. It's a cool story about friendship, competition, and the ups and downs of life. Their legacy isn't just about trophies and numbers, it's about chasing dreams, clashing personalities, and the strength to bounce back from tough times. But this story isn't over yet. We want to hear from you. Think about it, chat about it, and tell us what you think in the comments below. The Pippen-Jordan saga is an awesome story that keeps getting talked about, leaving its mark on basketball history forever. And hey, while you're here, if you like this juicy basketball drama, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. We have tons of other cool stories to share, so stick around.